Okay, let's see here. Hmm. Hmm. Morning, neighbor. You're early this morning. What do you mean, what am I doing in your office? This is my office. All right, here. Apparently you need the coffee more than I do this morning. I'm the boss. This is my office. You're the assistant. Your office is next door. What do you mean, where'd I get the balls to talk to you like that? Are you all right in the head? Because I'm giving you 10 seconds to explain yourself. All right. Time out. What do you mean you're the manager of this facility and I'm the assistant? Really now? 5 years? All right. Hold on. I cannot believe I'm doing this, but here's my badge. Note how it says facility manager on it. This, my office. Now, what's your defense? All right, let's see then. What the fuck? Wait, this doesn't make any sense. I distinctly remember giving you the managerial assistance badge after your orientation. What the hell? Wait. All right. Before anyone gets thrown into a grinder, I think I might know what happened here. Okay, so there's this portal that the lab's been working on the past few years, and yesterday they said something about a major breakthrough in terms of accessing an alternate universe. I know, it sounds absurd, but it's the only other explanation I've got other than you've lost your fucking mind. Oh yeah, sure, I've got proof. Mm-hmm. Look behind you. That's my actual assistant. Morning, neighbor. Yeah, today's going to be interesting. Okay, if you two could just hang tight for a minute while I find a way to tell you two apart, otherwise, you're probably going to kill me, and you're probably going to have a nervous breakdown. By the way, if you could give my assistant some pointers while I'm gone, because your level of confidence is just, mm, incredible. Okay, Wally, relax. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. There's just two versions of neighbor sitting in your office right now. The real one, well, the one that belongs to this universe at least, and the one that's just as short-tempered as you are. I still can't believe they slapped me. It'll be fine. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, hey. You must be this universe's version of me. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What was your first clue? The blue pompadour, the prosthetic, or the pissed-off scowl that's on my face? All right, look, I didn't come looking for trouble. I'm just looking for my boss. Something went wrong while I was helping with a project in our lab, and I think they wound up here. Oh, they're here. We've already met. I nearly went apeshit on their ass after they slapped the shit out of me. Tried telling me that they were the boss and I was the assistant. Well, that's true. In our universe, at least. I'll take it then that in this universe, you're the manager and Neighbor's the assistant? Yeah. Do you want me to prove it to you by showing you my badge? No. You have the same irritated look my boss has half of the time. That's all the proof I need. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyways, since we've managed to make it this long without one of us threatening to shove the other into the grinder, I'm curious. What do you say we head to the lab and you can tell me more about this project of yours? Because if it is what I think it is, then I might just be able to find a way to get you and your boss back to your own universe. You're not just saying that to turn us into test subjects, are you? No, what the fuck does your neighbor do to their employees? No. What do you do to your employees? You know what? Touche. Honestly, I feel like you're a lot more chill than I was when I was an assistant. All right, we have roughly an hour or two before the rest of my employees start their shift. I'd like to get you and your boss back to your own universe before then. If production comes in and realizes there are two of me here, it'll probably cause a fucking riot. Yeah, and if the factory in my own universe realizes both me and the boss are gone, the place will probably collapse. Then it's settled. First things first, though. I have got to find something that'll help me differentiate my assistant from your boss. I mistook them for my assistant earlier, and that earned me a slap across the face. I'd like to avoid a repeat of that if I can avoid it. No worries. If you just take me to them, I can keep tabs on my boss. They usually want me to stay close by anyways. Whatever. Now, come on. We don't have a lot of time. So, this is just really bothering me. How come you're the assistant? What, are you still relatively new or something? Well, not exactly. I've actually been at the factory for about 10 years now. 10 years? Wait a minute. Your boss said they'd been the manager of the facility for 5 years. Which is true. And you never jumped at the first opportunity for a promotion. I mean, I thought about it. I just didn't think I was suited for it, you know? I mean, sure, I'm a better candidate than some of the other idiots we have at the factory, but I was worried I'd let that kind of power go to my head. Neighbor's actually the third manager I've worked under. The others wound up getting shoved into the grinder. What about you? What's your story? Worked as an assistant for 2 years before the workers turned on the guy I was working under, got offered the position, and after some consideration, I took it. Trust me, you're more than cut out for it. I mean, you've lasted 10 years in a place like this. Give yourself at least some credit. That's true. So does that mean your assistant has been working under you for the past 5 years? Huh. Try 5 weeks. I haven't really had much luck with any of my assistants. They've all either wound up in the grinder or becoming another test subject. And this is why I'm still an assistant. Just shut up. You're pathetic, you know that? So, your hand? Crushed by a tree when I was 12. Same. You and Julie? Divorced. Not on the best of terms at the moment. You? Also divorced. We're on fairly good terms with each other, though. And Ophelia? Passed suddenly due to a seizure. Same. Are we seriously bonding over our trauma right now? I guess so. Ain't got nobody else to trauma dump on. Well, it looks like you two are getting along swimmingly. Actually, I did manage to find something. It's me. You found me. Hi, boss. Okay, how were you able to point them out so easily? How do you know that's not my assistant you're talking to right now? Like I said earlier, same irritated look that you have. Plus, the dark circles around their eyes? They pull a lot of late nights at the office working on loose paperwork and have a hard time sleeping. You know what? Fuck you for calling me out like that. Anyways, we don't have a lot of time. I'd like to resolve this before anyone else gets here. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do. So, you must be the manager's assistant in this universe. I'm Wally. Oh, But I guess you already knew that. I'm the assistant in my own universe. I seem nice? Well, I guess that's true. Nowhere near as hostile as your boss, for sure. Hey, I thought you were going to keep tabs on your own neighbor. Quit fraternizing with mine. Would you stop hitting me, you cranky psychopath? Don't mind them. They're just cranky because they didn't get a chance to have their morning tea yet. You drink tea? Say psych right now. Nope, nope. We are all coffee drinkers in this bitch. We have coffee, coffee, and coffee. Take your pick. Oh, that is it. We are fighting. Well, I'm not going to be the one to separate them. Last time I tried that, I was sent to the infirmary with a concussion. Hmm? Really? Your boss has never been sent to the infirmary? Not that you know of? Well, that makes sense, I guess. He did say you were still relatively new here. Yeah, we sort of had a heart-to-heart on the way here. Oh, you guys did too? That's interesting. Normally, boss doesn't like to open up to anyone. Then again, I'm sure your boss is the same way. Oh, that's true. Who better to trauma dump on than yourself, right? Whoop, that got their attention. Having fun over there? Actually, yes. Your assistant is very sweet. Why does you, referring to my assistant as sweet, make me want to strangle you? Ugh. He's an assistant. I'm a manager. Get over yourself. Where did you get the audacity? Uh, of course it was you. You crazy... I'm sorry, but they do have a bit of a point. After all, you were the one that said we were pressed for time here. We really should be getting to the lab. Fair point. I'm just astounded you two are getting along so well is all. Well, I'm not quite as aggressive as you are my boss, so... Just shut up. Here we are. There's the portal. I'm guessing that this is where you two entered our universe from? Yes, sir. What about you, boss? Does this device look familiar to you at all? Well, don't look at me. Sally's the one that pulled the switch before I could confirm the coast was clear. All right, you're going to have to get me up to speed here. What were you guys doing when things went wrong with this project of yours? We were using power surges in our portal to send out signals to see if we could confirm if there was an alternate universe that could be accessed. I suggested that we waited until we received some kind of signal in response to reduce the risk of someone being stranded, just in case the alternate universe didn't have a way of getting them back. Shortly before the incident, a response signal came through from this universe. That must have been the major breakthrough our lab reported to me yesterday. Most likely. However, our data showed that the portal's connection was still unstable, likely due to both portals being incomplete. And let me guess, Sally got ahead of herself and decided to test out the portal anyways. Yep, she was so eager to test it, in fact, that she activated it before I could do anything to stop her. All of this happened just as my boss was walking into the lab. But why were they the only one that was transported here? Or are there more alternatives from your universe running around my factory that I don't know about? No, it looks like it's just me and my boss. I made it very clear to Sally that she wasn't allowed to try activating the portal again unless she received some kind of signal. I'm not entirely sure why my boss was the only person that was transported here when the portal went haywire. All I do know is that I immediately volunteered myself to be the one to bring them back the moment we were able to get a hit on this universe again. Huh. Actually, yes, I agree with your boss here. That was pretty fucking reckless of you. There isn't any guarantee that this will even work from our end. What then? Then we'll keep working on it. If I'm being honest, though, I'm not all that worried about it. Look here. This data shows that your portal has been picking up signals that have been coming through in 5-minute intervals after this huge spike in activity. That's from when I arrived here. And this large spike over here 15 minutes prior? That's likely from when my boss arrived. And considering it's all on the same frequency, I can comfortably say that your portal is at least capable of getting us back. We just have to time it just right. Damn. You're not nearly as much of an idiot as I thought you were. I'm literally just you if you hadn't decided to become a manager. Our universes are basically parallel to one another. Well, there's no guarantee that you would have become a manager. That's just how things panned out in my universe. Am I happy being an assistant? Well, way to put me on the spot in front of my boss. I'm content with it. I know I certainly have it better than most in the factory, and so I try to be grateful for that. Yes, boss, I try. Let's face it, even on a good day, you can be pretty intimidating. All right, let's see if this will work. I need everyone to stand clear of the portal. Yeah, don't need anyone else to be accidentally beamed into another dimension. Okay, it looks like we're all good. And another signal's coming through from our universe. Throwing the switch in 3, 2, 1. It's working. We did it. You know, normally I'm one to take most of the credit, but I'm just gonna be straight up with you. We didn't do jack shit. You did most of the work. Yeah, but it is your lab. I thought I told you this earlier. Give yourself at least some credit. Oh, come on, you cranky alternate. Even you've got to admit, if it wasn't for your assistant, we'd probably still be fighting in my office. That's what I thought. So who's going first? Boss should go first. In the event that the portal fails after the first person steps through it, the factory needs them in order to keep running. I'll be fine, boss. Just go. Are we still good? Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, they made it back. You might want to get going yourself. I don't think the portal's gonna hold up for much longer. Right. It was lovely to meet you all. Maybe I'll drop by again in the future. Your assistant is an absolute joy to be around. I wouldn't hold my breath. Now go, go! Well, this is going to be a tough one to explain to Sally when she gets in. I don't know, let me see. Well, wherever they ended up, it's on the same frequency. Best case scenario, their Rainbow Factory has its manager and their assistant again. Alright, listen. There is no way that Wally was just me if I'd never become a manager. If I was to ever be as sweet and relaxed as him, it'd be because someone spiked my coffee with love potion, or alcohol or something. I'd be under some sort of influence, I can tell you that much. Remind me to never try to clone myself, because I probably would be the type of person that would try to kill my clone. Also, about you snapping at me earlier. Good job, I guess. Don't make it a habit, though. Direct that kind of energy towards the idiots on production. Oh. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sally. Listen, it's not what it looks like.